The mystery is solved this week. All those shapes that we cut out last week, all 12 of them are going to be used this week. We're going to make a color wheel, and we are going to make differentiated heights for primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. So our primary colors are going to be our tallest ones. So you need 3 that touch the very top. Then you're going to need 3 that are a little bit shorter than the first 3. These are going to be our secondary colors, and see how they're just a little bit shorter than the primaries. And then we have our adorable little baby tertiary colors that are going to be even smaller than the secondary colors. And we're going to draw them in pencil if you want, trace them with Sharpie, and let me show you how I did this edge on this one. Working over a scrap piece of paper and just running the Sharpie next to it. It's really just on the paper, and a little bit bleeds over onto this guy. So I'm going to do some of those. Okay, to start out with, you are going to get your 3 tallest colors, those that are shapes, the ones that are going for your primary colors. And the first thing you're going to do is get out your eraser and erase any, just give it a good erasing. If you went first with pencil, if you went with Sharpie first, you can skip this step. But this is the problem I had when I started earlier. I forgot that, and then I had paint halfway on, and you can't really erase very well with paint halfway on. So you're going to get all these erased, and then once that is done, then you can start. Now I've got my red and yellow done, and I'm going to go for blue. We're going with our tempera paint straight out of the color wheel. We're going to use it a little differently this time, and the reason that I think it's going to work is we did our Sharpie first, and we want the Sharpie to show through. So we are going to paint with it almost a little bit more like watercolor. So we're going to leave a little more water in the brush, and you can even dip back in and get some more water to add to that. And this way it will help the Sharpie shine through. You can still go around if you want. If you have a shape that you want to stay white, we can either paint over that later, or you can just carefully paint around it. Now you're going to find your next set of shapes, your secondary shapes. They should be the next highest, and there should be 3 of them. Don't forget to erase. And then this is also going to be easy on you guys because you're painting from colors straight out of our color wheel, and you normally would have to mix the secondary colors, but we're going to save our mixing for the tertiary colors today. So now the fun begins. We're going to start mixing our tertiary colors to paint these little guys. And the color wheel of your paint is set up to help you out on this. So you have primary color red next to secondary color orange, and you're going to mix the tertiary color red-orange. So you and your table partner are going to share a mixing palette, and you're gonna take a clean brush, scoop a bit of orange out there. Beware of red. Red is powerful and it can overpower. So I'm just gonna start with just dipping my brush into the red, and I'm gonna mix it around with the orange and see what I get. I'm going for red-orange. I think that looks good. You can always compare it with your orange to make sure it's different enough. Oops, okay, I shouldn't have done that, because I just ruined my orange a little bit, or I got a little orange in my red. So next time I will have to wash my brush. So now I have a good red-orange. Okay, I did red, orange. So I'm just going to go around the color wheel to make it easy on myself, and I'm going to go for red, violet. And the way you know what the tertiary color is named is that it always starts with the primary color first. So we know that red is the primary color, purple is the secondary color, so it would be red, red, violet. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I got red, violet, so now I'm going to go to the other side of violet and do blue, violet. With a clean brush, I'm going to get some blue, wash my brush, dry him, get some violet, mix the two. That turned out great. Okay, looking at my color wheel again, I've gotten red, orange, red, orange, red, violet, blue, violet, and now I'm going to go for blue, green. Okay, I erased my guys. I got this guy a little dirty with my yucky fingers, and I moved to a kind of clean spot on my placemat, so be careful of that. And now let's see, I've done blue, green, so now I'm going to move over to yellow, green. And since yellow can be easily overpowered, we're going to start with a decent amount of yellow, rinse our brush, and go for just a little pinch of green. Perfect. Maybe add a little bit more green. I think it's actually going to work for your advantage that you guys aren't cutting these out first. I already cut mine out, but I think we'll wait, just cut them out at the end, and that way you can have a place to hold on to. So I'm going to do my last color, and that will be yellow-orange. So I'm going to take my yellow and put just a pinch of orange in. If you guys want to share and do one partner does half the mixing and the other partner does half the mixing, I'm okay with that. You can also mix your own color if you and your partner disagree on how to do it, or if you just want the experience of doing it yourself, you can do that. Okay, let's see how this turns out. Remember Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. And then let's spread these guys out to add our tertiary. Red, red, orange, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, yellow, green, green, blue, green, blue, blue, violet, violet, and red, violet. Oh, look how cute it is! So next week we're going, well, and even today, depending on time, we are going to cut the rest of these out and make a stop motion video with them.